Dave, your three sleepers, again, we talked about a lot of these guys already, but you're still excited about Jacoby Myers, Darnell Mooney, and Giovanni Bernard.
I don't know if Myers is a sleeper anymore just because people know who he is after the preseason and the fact that he's playing so well, but his ADP still hasn't reflected that. I think he's a top 100 pick in PPR. I think he's going to get a ton of targets and a lot of work. And I think once Justin Fields gets under center in Chicago, we'll see Darnell Mooney pick up a few more targets and have wild efficiency with it, because we've seen Fields kind of maneuver around these defenses and get out of the pocket, manipulate them a little bit, and open up his receivers who the defenders forget to cover. Mooney can take off after the catch. I think he's got great upside, and I'm stealing one from Heath with Giovanni Bernard. He's been a big fan of his for a while. You look at that backfield in Tampa Bay, it's Fournette and it's Jones, and they're splitting the rushing downs role. Gio's taking over the passing downs role. If both those other running backs stink, Gio could take that role too. So I think that there's plenty of upside for him to become a starter in fantasy this year, and you can get him in the double-digit rounds.
But let's tie a couple of these lists together here, because I think it's interesting for fantasy managers. So first off, Heath, I'll ask you, are you taking Jacoby Myers and Darnell Mooney over Terrence Marshall at this point?
I am taking both of them over Terrence Marshall.
Okay, so even though you like Marshall, you would take those two guys. Myers, as Dave said, he's kind of borderline in terms of like the expectation versus where he's getting drafted. I don't know if we're going to see his ADP rise dramatically, but I do think it will start to incrementally build up, especially if he has another third preseason game. But I think people are still concerned about the passing game for the Patriots.
Of course.
And as we are well aware, no Jonnu Smith, no Hunter Henry yet, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm totally with you. Jacoby Myers belongs on this list. Want more of the Fantasy Football Today podcast and nonstop year-round fantasy advice? It's simple. Hit the subscribe button and hang with us all throughout the year.